Going on, guys? Back with another video. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and like the video. Anyway, today I want to talk about, as the title describes, how I made 648,000% profit in 3 months. So basically, I'm going to show you a couple screenshots and I'll just go over that and then I'll kind of like explain the way that I did this and how much money I started with, how much I made, etc. So right here, you can see this is on the OKX exchange. If you want to sign up with this exchange, feel free to below. I have a link below. It's an affiliate link. It's going to give you free crypto though if you sign up with the link. And then if you deposit, you'll get potentially even more free crypto. And then also my Bybit affiliate link too, which is giving up to $4,500 free. So make sure to sign up with those. Don't miss out on that. So anyway, first things first, right here, 648,000% profit in 3 months. You can see, took out small, and then I had a couple serious big wins. And just started making like really good profit. Ultimately, I ended it. I ended this account with this P&L. Like I just said, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna try to bring it to a million percent or anything like that. I was happy with where I was, and I didn't want to risk it. I'm gonna go to the next one because you can see. So that's 3/1 to 3/30. So this is a whole 30-day period. So in the 30 days, so I started this on the March 1st. So 3/1, and then it went to 5/28. So you can see right here, my first month I made 247,000% profit. You can see it. It went in like basically there was a series of days that there were a couple of like good days, like this day right here. It was probably a day or two actually, and then this day or two was a really volatile day, and then it kind of leveled out and leveled out. In trading, you'll notice that like you gotta be willing to lose money as long as it like in the long run in the big picture of things you can make money. That's all that really matters. So as long as you're coming out on top, that's the key thing. Right here, this was more towards the end of it. So I was averaging. This was in a 7 day period or 6 day period. So 12,761%. So I was averaging about 10,000% PNL. On a weekly basis. And then right here, you can see this was also at one point within it. It was 423 to 429. This was like a 6 7 day gap, and it kind of just flatlined. Like I made a lot right there. Like I made a lot right there, and then I kind of flatlined and just made a little bit right there, a couple thousand% right there. So I want to share that with you guys. It's kind of the proof that shows that I did make the 600, nearly 650,000%. I started that account out with, I think it was about $800, and I turned it to about 2.8 to $3 million roughly. It was crazy. Sometimes in trading, like this has happened before, where you just get in a roll and you just got to go with that momentum. I'm not even kidding. Like I've taken an account before. Um, I don't know. It was a really low balance account. Like it was just something I was just messing around with. I think I was just on my phone. Like there was really no money in my account. I was just on my phone, like traveling somewhere, and I wasn't really trying to trade really with any type of money. There's 50 cents on account, or maybe 80 cents to a dollar. It was less than a dollar. Put that like put like 70 cents in a trade. On obviously I'm gonna use really high leverage because it's not really any money to lose anyway. And I'm not even kidding. I show you now. Like I turned the less than a dollar in one day into 500. So that's just the main thing. Like with trading, never underestimate like the amounts of money that you need. A lot of people think they need a lot of money to become successful or to make money. In my opinion, if you can, I mean, for most average person, I would say if you have $500, I think you can easily make a living off that. But key things are you have to do it right. You're not going to make money if you force trade the market, if you FOMO into things. You got to be patient. And now with patience, you can't use high leverage always. My tactic with making all that profit and money in that 3 month period was just trading off a 5 minute time frame. Like I'd trade a coin like this right here. And what I'd do is I'd get in it. So like for example, this coin is called Swerve. It's on OKX, super volatile coin. Yesterday it actually dumped over 70% yesterday in basically about 10 minutes. That's a 5 minute time frame. So you go figure if you were to short this with, I mean, let's say you can't do 100x on this coin, you can do 75x. Well, let's say you can do 100x. That just makes it a lot easier. You would have made 7,600% profit off that. So you put $100 in, you would have just turned that to, you would have just made a lot off that. And then look, you can see that it shot right back up. So this shot down to about 10 cents, and then within, I'm gonna use the date range tool real quick. And always be familiar with your indicators or your tools on TradingView. That's gonna help you a lot. So but anyway, in a period of 2 hours or 3 hours roughly, it went up 220%. Now, obviously, you're not going to buy the absolute bottom. That's fucking nearly impossible. You're never going to know. Sometimes you might get lucky and do it. But, I entered like this trade yesterday around like 17 cents because I saw a drop and I thought, shit, I'm just going to go 75x on cross. Actually, it wasn't even 75x. I think it was less than, it was 20x. Went 20x on cross, a couple $1,000. And I longed it just to 23 cents, just right up to here. Ended up closing right around here. It went up obviously way higher, but the key thing is like for me at least, like how I was able to make that much in a 3 month period was I wasn't like entering a trade down here and waiting like 2 days for it to like have a big move. I was compounding, like I was entering a trade, taking a profit, waiting for that like support to be found, re-entering long or short, depending on what's going on, and then just taking another profit that just keeps stacking to my account balance repetitively. And then, after, a certain point, you figure, okay, it's time to take a break. And that's like the main thing that I think that most traders don't know how to do. They become like so impulsively like just so impossible trades. I've done it myself, so I mean, I'm talking about myself too right here. Traders just become very impulsive. Always want to trade the market, and what I've learned is like every mistake I've made has been based off that, like trying to impulsively trade the market, making like too many trades in a day. Try to limit your trades. How I did the 648,000% is I would make maybe 3 trades on average a day, like 4 or 5 maybe. It really just depended. I mean, it depended on the volatility. Of course, there were days I probably made way more, but for the most part, I was just trying to make like 3 or 4 good trades and be done for the day, and then just do it again. Because as you saw in some of these pictures, these screenshots of OKX, 18,000% in like 7 days. So that would mean that I was making on average on a daily basis, I was making like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000% roughly. Because, you got to take into account effect. You got to just take into effect, like, there were days I didn't make anything, like, I mean, there were like 2 days out of the week during that whole 3 month stretch where I did not profit at all. So, I mean, that's just like, it's one of the main key things that I just can't stress enough to newer traders and just to any trader really. It's just like, no one want to stop. Most recently I just came off like I was doing real good trading, and then this most recently in the last like week, I just started to kind of trade not in the right way. Started to lose some money here and there, and I had to stop. I just had to stop trading. I've learned over time. I've been trading for like 5 years, so like I've learned over time, like you're gonna just repetitively continue to lose money if you don't stop trading. Like it's just mandatory that you stop trading if you're gonna continue to lose. Because what happens is you'll get into a cycle where you think, all right, I lost $5,000. I'm going to put 10,000 in this trade and make it back real quick. But then let's say things don't go as planned, you lose it again. Now you're down even more. Now you're down 10 grand, and it just keeps going and going and going. So like my rule of thumb is if I lose like 2 trades in a row, I'm done trading either for the whole day or I'm done for at least an hour or two, or until I see like a really good setup. so that's what I wanted to share with that. But I traded, like, how I made that was basically just off altcoins on OKX. So like if you want to sign up with that account, do it. Like it's a really good exchange. Use my referral link below. Please use that. And feel free to join my Telegram group too, and we'll just all trade together. We'll profit. I share signals in that group. Let's just do a quick forecast on Ethereum. ETH looks. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick analysis on Ethereum and maybe Bitcoin too, and then I'm gonna end the video. So what I'm expecting to see with ETH right now is likely a drop down to here. That was previous resistance at about 1281, just under 1300. Let's take the price range tool and see what type of drop that actually is. About a 15% drop. Not sure when I expect it to happen. Potentially today if it can break below about 1460. I just want to check something out. This kind of looks like it played out as an inverse head and shoulders, because like a measured move on this would have taken it up to about right there. And it went up. Actually went up a little higher. Basically what happened is the ETH went up to basically this level right here. Right around there. And now it's obviously going back down. And in the big picture of things, you can see that it kind of looks similar right here. This move, if you just reversed it back, it kind of looked almost identical. What I expect to happen with ETH now is obviously it's not going to probably go up any higher. I think it's topped out. And we can now expect to move down. Something like this is what I would imagine would happen. Just like this. I'm not sure. It might not be that steep of a drop, but I mean, yeah, my long-term target for ETH is still like anywhere from 280 to 330. So that makes perfect sense to me. Let me see here. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick, and then I'm gonna end the video, guys. And by the way, Swerve too. This coin right here. This coin is, if you go on the daily or let's go to the 4-hour. This coin right here is volatile. Like this coin is super profitable. It moves and huge. It just moves really intense. Right now though, you can see it's holding. I'm gonna go on the daily. You can see on the daily it's holding. It's trying to hold above this support trend line. So anything below that, it's probably gonna go down quite a bit. And I'm expecting this personally to go down to at least 20 cents, potentially today. I would imagine it's going to retest that wick down here at 10 cents eventually. I'm not sure when. Could be today, could be tomorrow. Ultimately, I do see this going down to about 5 to 6 cents, though. And that will happen when Ethereum crashes. All right, last thing, just Bitcoin real quick. Little price prediction on Bitcoin, and then I'm going to end the video, guys. So Bitcoin looks a little bit harder to read. Let's go to the weekly. It might help me out here. Ultimately, though, like Bitcoin's still going down, still a downtrend. Obviously, what this was nothing more than just a smaller bounce, kind of like this, but it wasn't as big. Highly doubt we're going to get above 30,000. We have to go down first before we can go back up, in my eyes. So I would say Bitcoin is going to, I know it's going to go down, but in what time frame and when and where, I'm not sure when. I would say it's probably topped out though. And if this, weekly is starting off red, it doesn't look the best. We could maybe even see another huge dump like that. And if we did something like that, where we dropped, what was this, 20%, about 30% or so, 37% on the weekly. I mean, you go figure, it's going to take Bitcoin down to 14,000. I don't know. I don't think Bitcoin will hit 14,000 this week, though. I think it'll be stretched out over the course of like maybe a month, 2 months, something like that. Anyway, though, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment. I'll reply to your comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.